used to go to a nightclub up in Kilchmaw, which would be about 20 minutes from
Bangers,
Oxford.
is it? What was it called? Sizzlers.
What was it called? Oh, the N17.
Riders.
It was called the N17.
Oh, I know it. It's up along the water.
Yeah.
No, that's the one in Ballina.
Yeah,
the one in Culturemach.
Yeah, N17. He used to have youth discos there. So you'd go up there and you'd
Father Dafferin. Welcome, boys. Welcome, girls.
And it was like there was 3 layers. It was a massive nightclub.
There's an awful smell of expectation in the room this evening.
And the music would go on. Well, you'd be shifting everyone you'd find. And Kilchmaw was obviously a centre point from people who would come from Roscommon, from Galway, from Sligo, and us buffs from Mayo, obviously, as well. And you'd be you wouldn't even know you'd be shifting that many.
But
you'd be going in and you could be shifting 10 or 12. Good job there wasn't COVID then.
I tell you, but you have when you talk about this, you have great confidence with it. I don't know any fella.
Shifting?
Yeah, I don't know any fella who would have shifted more than
Me
one.
and Audrey, I'd say.
How is Audrey?
Me and Audrey shifted everyone that there was to be shifted. We just shifted everyone.
Would you just tell me what you?
We'd shift the same fella sometimes. You'd shift.
Would you walk along and just start kissing?
We went into a nightclub in Santa Ponsa one night, and we says we'll meet you back. I'll meet you back at the door here in a half an hour. And we went and we shifted everyone we could find. It was like a travelator just going round shifting.
But that's amazing confidence.
Were you just stopping people and doing it?
Just shifting now.
Were you asking them, hello, where are you from? What are you working at?
Didn't get into the... it didn't require a lot of...
No names.
Just so can I just...
I'm here for a job. I have a job to do.
I could be at the bar in Santa Ponsa in CJ's and I'd turn around with 6 cans of harp or pints of Estray or something. Yeah. I'll meet you and then you just start shifting something.
You wouldn't go for you, Hector.
No, I'm painting a
probably
picture.
Not, no.
Yeah, no.
I'm painting a picture.
And then we'd say...
Hector, look.
And
I'm
then
painting a picture.
the other some lads that had come over, then they'd try and start talking to you and you'd be like, no, not tonight. Move on. Next. Off you pop.
So it's about you being in control.
Yeah, off you pop. Get out of here.
Off you pop.
Next. And then we used to we used to have awful crack with lads. Poor lads.
It's driving them demented.
Yeah. Where'd you get them little chewies?
If a fella walked around a nightclub like that, he'd be in fucking jail.
Audrey we used to put our finger on the top of their head and make them do twirls and everything. Twirl around. Twirl around there till I have a look at you. And because Audrey was into the horses, she used to say, trot up there till I see what you look like. Go on, get up there and see what's up, walk, and come back. And turn around.
You're looking at the confirmation. Have a look at the car. The front oxen. Trot away there now.
Yeah, your hind legs and come back. And then they come back and you'd be like, no, I'm not sure about you. And then they'd be all chatting. You'd be like, move on. See you later. Nothing to see here. Bye.
I'm amazed, and I'm.
That went on now for a long time. That didn't go. We didn't finish that.
Did
stuff
you do
when
this
we were
in
15,
Ireland?
16.
Did you do it
everywhere? We did it everywhere. We shifted everyone everywhere. Every country didn't matter. Anywhere we were,
in Thailand, anywhere doesn't matter.
Yeah, loads of shifting. She couldn't get into too much trouble with a bit of shifting.
So shifting is just a munch and a bit of a squeeze.
Yeah, just a bit of shifting, yeah.
And if you
a bit of heavy petting.
But Laurita, if you like the guy, would you say
no?
Right.
You wouldn't get to know them that well.
No, you didn't want to know it. You didn't want anything. It was a lovely kiss.
We were walking home one night from a night out. We were going to get the taxi, and we found a fella coming down the street, and the two was you have to do.
The fucking fella's going. He was fucking going. This is fucking bonanza. Yeah. This is a bonanza, lads. You'll never guess what happened to me on the way home.
You just couldn't. Anyone you were friends with, you were shifting the whole lot of them. Like chaplains in Ballina, shift everyone. Next, in you come. Tickets, please. What number are you? 37. I'll be back to you in 10 minutes. I'll be back to you in 10 minutes. Oh,
that's fantastic. They're fantastic.
What fucking confidence.
Yeah, but sure.
Walk up there now and have a look at you.
And the poor lads used to probably in a pile of sweat, didn't know whether they were coming or going.
That is amazing. I met Audrey once in a pub with you in Dublin, and I found her to be unbelievably confident.
She'd take lads'
and she was like, within a minute of meeting her, I was going, whoa, this is Mayo full on here. This is like,
Can you step into my office for a moment? That's a great line. If you're talking to someone, you say, would you mind stepping into my office for a minute? And then they say, oh, I thought I was in it. Oh, no, you're not in it, but you can pop in now if you'd like. And then they don't know what to do when they're in the office. I was doing that. I was doing that one night outside a bar in Dublin, right? And this girl came over to me and she said, sorry, she said, can I just ask you, she said, oh, I've heard you saying to a few people, could you step into my office? What does that mean? I said, they can step into my office and I interviewed them and see if they're, And she said, well, I work in a dating agency. She said, would you mind if I used that line? And I said, oh, not at all. I said, use it away. I said, it's very, very effective. And then you'd say, no, you're only out in the waiting room, but you can come in now for a moment.
Isn't that a lovely analogy, the way you do it?
And then you can shift them. And if they spent enough time in your office beforehand, you'd get to know them. And then you could either dismiss them then or...
Would you get them to buy a drink then?
Oh, God, absolutely. I'd make them... I said to this fellow one night, and I said, would you like to step into my office? And he said, I would. And I said, well, in you pop and get us 2 drinks. And I said, out, when you come back out, I said, you can come straight in here to me. I said, you don't have to go near the reception at all. Yeah.
You don't have to book an appointment.
No, you can come straight through. What do you want?
Kick the door off the hinges. Just fucking get in.
Oh, that's a classic.
Yeah, it's great.
Isn't that?
Yeah, stepping into the office.
That's quite refreshing.
And then they don't know how to react. They're not sure. You're very open with someone. They're not sure whether that's...
Yeah.
Like,
fellas wouldn't be like, this girl is up front of me.
Fellas would say to us that we were too intimidating normally. Like, for ages we'd be kind of, minging around there and they'd be like, oh, would you be going out with anyone? No. Oh, that. Well, I know why, because you're too intimidating, you're too frightening, you frighten men. They'd say to the two of us. We were a dangerous combination together. We were dangerous enough separate now, but together we were...
Lethal.
Lethal, because the poor lad wouldn't know whether he was coming into my office or her office, or was he supposed to be sitting down or standing up? Or...
Oh, isn't that classic? Yeah. But isn't that a lovely juxtapose of the way we were on about shifting and trying to get the shift and then you're taking it to another level there.
Shifted, I can't tell you. I mean, I wouldn't remember the names of people I shifted.
Step in there and
you remember everyone's name that you shifted, do you?
Sit down there and I'll have a look at you.
Tommy remembers the date, the time.
But you look back on those days with great...
fun, yeah.
Great crack,
so it's just a bit of devilment. Just devilment.
Step into my orifice.
Orifice.
Till I have a look at you.